Slide to the left. Slide to the left. Crisscross. Everybody clap your hands. Why you clapping? This is ASMR. Can you? Un momento. Ena, ¿dónde está? No, no. You clap and still be in the decibel range for ASMR. Okay. So, this is what we're finna do. You got this hair. You got this magic. Balled up intentions. Black hole. Or a star. Portal. Concentrated. Gravity. Pull. The inverse of light. Darkness. Pull. Absorption of light. But now that all that light is compressed in there, I wonder if it can emit it too with the right tools. Like a battery. Well, something just jumped out at me. So, these two cards. The root of the situation here hurts my heart to see this card sometimes. It comes right after a series of greed. Well, not right after, but a couple of steps, 3 steps later. Once you see your surroundings and once you see how things line up, you see that there's nothing really good left for you here. To me, it kind of looks like the other side of the mountain that we had to climb with the 3 of Pentacles instead of the 3 of Wands. But yeah, it's 8 now. Infinite salute. There's nothing here for you in this loop. There's nothing left. You have ran out of energy, out of good energy within this loop. The root of the situation, the opposition, or the thing you have to get through now is the portal. You have to find some way out of this situation because there's nothing good left for you here. Nada. What is at the root of this situation? The root of this situation. Oh shit, he's jumping out. Okay. Keep my first. You got these 2 cards. I'm liking that the cards are coming out in pairs and dualities and duels. And some things that we go through in duels, the war, exile, and the struggle for peace. But just rock bottom and strength. What a, 10 of swords. 10, the number 10. So it's a complete cycle. Duality. But let me stop. So you've hit rock bottom. It's like boom. I'm out of energy. Something ain't clicking. But dang, it's only up from here now. So go within yourself. Go within yourself. Find your inner strength. The reason. Oh, this is 11. The reason this card means so much to me because of the numbers 1 and 0. Two sides of fire. Two sides of the masculine and feminine. Two sides of balance. The constant. If it constantly goes towards the meridian on for infinity, but never quite gets close. Or maybe fire is their median. But anyway, duality, 1-0, binary. 1-0 represents masculine and feminine as well. 0 being feminine, the spiral. 1 being straight line. An arrow. Something external, something that's projecting a line moving forward. But a circle, something that feeds into itself. Spirals inwards and spirals outwards. It's like never ending creativity. Like a black hole. I think black holes have spiral energy, whereas suns have projected energy. I wonder if if there's matter and stuff, there's light matter on this plane, and we now know that there's access. There's alternate dimensions. So what if dark matter? What if dark water? What would that feel like? Would that just be space? The ethers? Or maybe I'm just tripping. But going back to space and ethers and water and the spiral, you have femininity, strength. This deals with not necessarily an external strength. The courage really comes from within. You don't find it outside of you. I mean, something can inspire you from the outside to have courage, but that always comes from within. That comes from you, your heart, your insides. Feminine. But the goal here is to be in balance, to be radiant, now that you've cultivated this internal energy, it's now time for you to express it. You have to be in balance with it. That's why I really appreciate this infinity that's on top of the lion's head. It's like, okay, right on the forehead too. That's one of the keys to the internal realm. And once you can, and what's so important about this is that it's able to see and process the things we see on the external realm. The third eye is like a triangle. It's like shooting information, like an hourglass. Imagine our third eye is like a portal to the other side of a pyramid. Like, what if we have 6 eyes? But that makes an hourglass, which usually represents 8s for some reason. But time, infinity. Yeah. Our minds are able to see the infinite within that is without as well. Third eye. But tap into that, then you'll be able to exude this infinite amount of outward energy, of radiance. And sometimes that can be magnetic. It can pull too, because energy has the ability to be masculine and feminine. You can project your internal energy. You can project your pull towards somebody. What's the future looking like for this situation? Yo. Okay. You got the little rainbow going on here. Got a little duck on the water. She telling us she young. She vibing with life. She vibing with innocence. She does not like conflict at all. And I think the I'm really bumping with these colors, the reoccurring pattern of the rainbow, because the portal that we're trying to go through represents what has a rainbow in there. This, I think the portal is towards this radiance energy. Tap into your third eye. That's the portal. So that we can enter a life where we necessarily don't have to deal with conflict so much. We can see the innocence and the beauty behind things. We can see behind the dots, behind the lines, to really understand each other. Because once we can stand under somebody, we can support them. But who are we in this situation? Or who is I? Because like, I could be you one day. I is the Son of Cups. We still have the rainbow energy here, but it's also darkness underneath that radiance. So the Son of Cups, what they represent is mystery. Like how somebody's external energy can really pull you into charismatic, kinetic, magnetic, but yeah, kinesthetic, aesthetic. It's peaceful. It really brings you in. It has it's a good aura to it. Like really good auras, people that can project their energy so well, pulls you in at the same time. It's balance. But so speaking on that term of balance, because the Son of Cups has this beautiful radiant energy, there's also some side. For every reaction there's equal and opposite reaction. So the Son of Cups has this dark ball of intensity within him. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It could be this is the Son of Cups. He's not yet matured into his final form, and that immense ball of darkness is a metaphor for carbon or coal before it turns into a diamond. When the Son of Cups really does evolve into the Father, it becomes a gem. And when you shine light through gems, through prisms, you're able to see more. You're able to break it down. You kind of have this this clairvoyance. What are some external factors going on here? Okay, you got the Lovers. But what does that mean for us, Son of Cups? Let me sit on it some more. That you see that energy, that field, that rainbow energy. And I like also how the number is 6. We were talking about 6 earlier, and 3s and duality, splits, duality, doubles, two-sided things. The son and the daughter, the lovers. We're getting to a place where we can really love and understand each other. Like, one of the things I really appreciate about, I don't want to say racism, but just loving your race. You understand your people as your brothers and sisters, and who would you love more than your brother, your sister? Who would you love more than someone of your own flesh, your own cut, your own cloth? Who would you love more than yourself? But what plagues the world today is this outward image of race has us split from the fact. Race is an illusion that keeps us speeding towards these fears that the people that do not share the same skin color as us may not be us. That we cannot love them, but that's not the case. once you really get in tune with people's spirits and energy, you may come across some people who really just aren't you, but you'll find a lot more of the people who are you, and the love you will find within them will outshine all the hatred and disconnect you feel because of others. And you'll see that it's not necessarily people that have different skin colors. It could just be a different way of thinking. It could just be a different way they grew up, a different way they brush their hair. It's just something that is not in your frequency. It doesn't tune well. It doesn't go well with your song. What are some hopes? Well, asking you shall receive. So, we got Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Three of Cups. Okay. We're looking for balance and harmony. To really balance between fire and water, masculine and feminine energy, the emotional and creative side, and like, what does that really look like? What does this type of peace look like? It's a new beginning. Like from here, from the core of a situation, you have stability, you have just health all around it. When you keep your core intact, you can really get to all your desires. Staying in tune with your core, with your inner fire, is the way to achieve that peace and stability. And finding that love too comes from that Two of Cups. Things are about to get real romantic and just beautiful in a sense. Real peaceful between whoever's falling in love right now, whoever's joining up and finding their soul tribe, their soul people, their twin flame even, or their twin droplet. Just the other droplet in this ocean, in these waves. Whoever's in love right now, just in that frequency, is beautiful. Things are really beautiful for them. Because once you find yourself, your twin flame, your mirror, you can find your crew, your people, your soul tribe. And when you have a bunch of the same people on the same frequency, they can direct it in better ways. It's like having a bunch of people with the same vision in the same place. It's like they're going to get it manifested faster. I had dropped this. But we got some hopes and fears, but like, what is it actually going to look like? What is the outcome? What is us really leaving this place of no more, this place of ruin going to do for us? What is that going to look like? But this daughter of wands, real charming, real knowledgeable, real beautiful. I gotta read the book on this one. I just can't do it justice. Daughter, the first of the family, visionary, passionate. The daughter of wands is a free spirit, a truly visionary creature. She usually waits until later to settle down or start a family, as she's busy with her career. She can be stubborn and much stronger than she looks. As with all the Wands family, the daughter makes a dangerous enemy. This card can also represent a woman going through a transformation or a spiritual breakthrough. Yeah, yeah. Alright, what else? Oh, the chariot. Come on. So about this chariot, about the number 7. Lucky. That's how I feel about us right now, bro. What's on the bottom of the deck? So, um, some self-destruction going on. But based on this reading, that's the place we're escaping from. This is ruin. Chariot to take us through this portal. Your trusty steed, your horse, your Sagittarius energy. I think that may be what I'm getting. Either Sagittarius or Libra, because Libra's a 7, but Sag is like right after 7. They both could inhabit 7 at the same time, depending on like how the calendar's tuned. But yeah, Chariot. You're just running toward your destination, dead ahead, like unyielding. Our destination is this portal of two, and once we get through that portal, it's free energy, abundance, radiance, peace, and love. Love. How would the world feel if like we all loved and understood each other? We all understood that we are living beings, and we can live in harmony, not only with ourselves, but others and other worlds and beings on different frequencies. I'm feeling good about this reading, but I feel like maybe something I'm missing out. What can the Daughter of Cups tell us? The Daughter and the Son of Cups tell us. That was a fast stat. I gotta scared to pick that up. Well, we have seen a 4 before. Yeah, exactly. Okay, 14. Okay. Well. Okay. Things are looking good. So. Oh, hey, quit following on me now. This is the spread. This is what all plopped out on me. But to begin with, we're going to talk about this 2 of Swords, this stalemate, this duel that's been going on. I think I just did another clarity spread because it's just 4 cards popped out. So this is the main thing that's been going on. This is clarity on the situation. I didn't even intend for that to happen, but Spirit was like, bro, we got you. You need answers, you need clarity. We got you. But yeah, that's the thing we're splitting from, this duality, this dual consciousness, this war consciousness, getting into love, very high frequency. Love is infinite. Justice. What's really right and what's really wrong? It all depends on where you want to go. What's going to benefit you? What's going to benefit everyone else around you? And what is it going to cost? Because all of our actions have reactions, have costs. Act accordingly so you won't not only tax yourself, but put yourself in a debt that you have someone else paying off. I think that's what's wrong with the world's criminal justice system, especially America. So, but after all that, after all this hard work and all these burdens and all this dual and block of vision, we get to abundance, this radiance, this good energy, this peace vibe, rainbows, bro, rainbows, good energy. Kamos. Celebration. We complete. We are aligned. We understand the fourth dimension. Shoot, what's after that? Shoot, we had another portal. That was on 3. If I can pick it up. Boom, we had another portal. That was on 3. I wonder what 5 is gonna look like, feel like, taste like. All the senses. Maybe even a 6 too. Maybe that's what 5D is. Always being one step ahead. Maybe us being in 3D was not realizing that we were one step ahead, that we were 4-dimensional beings, that we understood what time was, that we were waves and the particles in the wave. And the particles in the wave are the wave. Like, a sound wave is not just the energy within the wave, it's the particles too. Because without those particles, that wave would not exist. Depending on the frequency though. Depending on the type of wave too. But what's on the bottom of the deck now? Hold up. Is there a rainbow on that? Yup. So you got the big 6 cups. We got childhood. We got joy. We got good memories. Getting back to the roots of things, bro. The car is really buried in there, and this spread is so pretty. I really don't want to disturb it, so I'm gonna just flip y'all around. Hopefully y'all can see. So this is the spread. Yeah. But this joy, this tree, such huge flourishing roots reminds me of this Ace of Pentacles in here. I think I gotta reread what Ace of Pentacles really meant. I talked earlier about it just being the core of greatness. So when you have a well-nourished core, you can have such a long life of beauty and longevity. But Pentacles is about financial stability as well. And the core is the beginning, in a sense. Prosperous beginnings. In the center of even the giant redwood trees, a tiny seedling once stood, such as the energy of the Ace of Pentacles. It's the seed that takes root, grounding you for the future. You're in the beginning phases of a prosperous venture. Stay grounded. Go outside and take time to appreciate nature. It may also find a windfall of wealth headed your way. For your luck, bruh. You got these 7s, you got these 1s, these 14s, 6s, 2s, 3s. A whole lot of 6s. 4s too. But like in Roman numerals, and 7s. 7s and 8s. But in Roman numerals, like 4 and 6, are a dual of each other, a mirror, inverse, right above and below 5, as above, so below, heaven and hell. But once we get past the split of it, once we get past this stalemate, this dual, we can see in between. Oh, I know I like something else about this. I like how the sun has a black center. Kind of goes back to the Son of Cups energy. It's intense, bro. The sun's energy is intense, and as brightly as it shines, it has something very pressurized, something very hot, kind of stable, but mostly unstable and compressed within them. But once they really learn to how to express all of that, or how to tap into that dark, to the dark side, as well as their light, they become the Father of Cups, diplomatic and open-minded. The Father of Cups has a truly unique and dynamic personality. He's the most feminine of all fathers within the tarot, and usually a patron of the arts. He's a dignified man who supports his family and community. The only thing holding this man back are his deeply rooted insecurities. They are vast and affect his personality in many unpredictable ways. Yeah, it's like, oh, I gotta show you the image. I don't want to dig through the deck and find the card, so I'll just show y'all the image. It's a black swan. It's the black sheep, a crow, blackness. The black cat. Is it wrong to be black in this world? Or right seems the only way to be right? Right? White seems the only way to be pure. But what does hell mean in the eyes of the white? Black, darkness, terror. For what? Why must you only capture me in one angle and pervert it? For what? Why must you have all the riches and the bliss be so light, then give me the heavy burden? For what? Things happen in cycles, like the marked ones, the cursed ones, and the untouchables, the light and the dark, like cloak and dagger, like the Gemini, divine pairing, masculine and feminine, light and dark, but for what? Peace and war, but for what? What for? Por qué? Cuerpo. Quiver. Who's coming in the front door? Who has something to see about you? Where they entered into your realm so they could explore? What did they find on this journey? What did their minds see? Did they have to defend themselves with an attorney because of the things they saw that you projected upon them? Were they cast into insanity? On this sandy beach, this desert stripped of its sand. This desert stripped of its sand. This ocean stripped of its land. The seas do not have a plan. They just move. And when you try to control them, they move. You only make it worse. A teenager she is. The teenager we are. We may be forever old now, but in this cycle we're still teenagers. Humans may be forever old now, but in this cycle we are teenagers. Rebellious. Rebelling against things we know can't keep us going forward. Things we just have to see for ourselves. And once we get done with all our actions, all our ways, we're supposed to sit back and reflect upon them. The rite of passage. Look back on your path and the energy you've expended. Think about how you could have spent it. Then direct the energy you do have now and spend it wisely. Rite of passage. Transcendence. Transient, sentient beings, transit moving, never in this exile, this unmoving movement. But how did I find enlightenment? Through exile and then back, accepting it, then back, accepting it, then fighting back. Fighting back to me, back into the mirror until I was back to back with me, until I was supported, until I had back up. Then I went back up. How'd you come back from rock bottom? I just went back up. When the world starts to flood with so much emotion, so much down, so much doubt, where do you go? Just back up. Something's weighing on you, but for what? What happens to you does not belong to you, only half concerns you. So if you put this burden on me, you make these things happen. And not do your half. You got me struggling for what? Yeah. But I want to dwell on that for too long. It's good to let it out. It's good to let it out. But you got to get back to that peace. You got to know that there is peace so you can manifest it. You can only manifest what is real, what is true, or what you believe is true. And when there's a lot of you that believe that something is true, it will appear true. Because what is truth? Things that have appeared over and over again, things that have reassurance, backup, proof. But if nobody's backing you up, nobody's saying that, if nobody's backing you on what you say could be true, if people can't see the way your blueprints line up, they can't understand you. They will not support you. They'll be opposing you constantly. But sometimes we have to. When things just don't make sense, we gotta question it. Question it until we find answers, or another question, something that keeps us moving. Because we can't question something and then hit a standstill. Because at that point, what was the point of the question? If you don't want answers, what is the point of the questions? If you're going to keep questioning me, but you know the answers, you don't want to hear mine, what is the point? the police, what they've been doing. If you're gonna take an oath to say that you're gonna do one thing, if you're gonna bind your life by spelling truth to these words and not follow them, then what are you being a police for? What are your real motives? If you're gonna hold every citizen to these double standards, even though there's so much evidence, so much reoccurrence, so many recurrences, so many deaths, so much proof that something is wrong, then what is the point of justice? What is the point of your systems if not to prove that you is broken? At this point, it's too much proof. We know too much. This whole time you've been oppressing us, trying to force us into your image without really looking at us. You've only captured us from one angle, but what about all sides? We've gotten the chance to experience all sides of you. The good, the bad, the ugly, all the history. We've gotten a chance to see what's really going on. Because you project your inner shadows out into the whole world. You project your light for everyone to see. But with the light comes darkness, and you project that for everyone to see, not giving us a chance to speak. So what do you think we see? Sit on that.